Hello everyone, I'm Greg Otto here with FedScoop TV, and we're here at the MobileGov Summit today, and I'm talking with Paul Brubaker, the Director of U.S. Federal Government for Airwatch by VMware. Paul, thanks for joining us today.
I'm happy to do it.
So talk to me about the most pressing issues you see with helping the government embrace mobile from a workforce and maybe a user experience perspective.
Well, you know, obviously we're in the security business, but I don't see the big obstacle necessarily being security or the technology around security, like enterprise mobility management or mobile device management. What I see is some of the obstacles really being cultural. Laws, regulations, policies, practices. It's a question of ensuring that the government enterprises are comfortable with the technologies that exist to allow them to secure and manage the devices. But the obstacle really isn't the technology. The obstacle is really the history, the practices, and the culture around sort of the government IT community embracing that technology and being able to do that in the context of law, regulation, policy, and practices.
Okay, so my next question was going to be whether you think the answers to get government to embrace it more were policy, whether they are policy-based or technology-based. It sounds like you would say policy-based.
Policy-based, yeah, and there is a lot of leadership in the innovation space in the government. So we're seeing a lot of those cultural barriers breaking down. And I think there's a lot of pressure from the outside being exerted on the agencies,
right?
Because people enjoy these devices, they enjoy the capabilities, the applications that improve the way they work, play, live, and learn, and they expect their government to be able to adopt those and provide those either to the citizens. And we, as you know, I'm a former government employee. As government employees, I think we expect those capabilities to enhance our ability to perform our mission.
So you were saying that, you know, Airwatch by VMware is more of a security apparatus. Security is still a bit of a concern for CIOs that are looking to embrace mobile. How can CIOs strike the right balance between security and the innovation that mobile can provide? Yeah,
and it's beyond security. It's actually, I mean, we always call it enterprise mobility management because it's managing the devices, knowing where they're at, knowing how they're configured, who has them, if they've been rooted or jailbroken, really giving you that full spectrum of observation and the capability to know everything about those devices in your enterprise. And you might remember, I mean, years ago in the Clean-Cohen Act, there was a requirement for an inventory of technology.
Right.
This capability allows you to see, you know, every device in your inventory, every device in that fleet, how it's configured, who it belongs to. Again, you know, whether these things are rooted, compromised, jailbroken, whatever it may be, you've got full visibility over that fleet of mobile devices, and that's huge. And I think that's something that not every government agency or the CIO shops know exists. I don't think they understand that capability is there, and it allows you to custom configure based on people's roles and responsibilities in the organization. So like an 1102 contracting officer can have a different configuration than somebody who, say, is in the financial management organization. You know, they may have a standard set of enterprise applications, and you can push all these remotely and manage them remotely from a single pane of glass. And it's truly transformational technology, but I am not convinced in my conversations with federal technology leaders in government that they know that capability exists. So it's a communication thing, and it's also a willingness on the part of government leaders to embrace it and to understand what those capabilities are and then employ them.
So my final question was going to be whether you think there is a killer app or a killer capability that could be pushed to help the government move truly mobile. But it sounds like this enterprise mobility management, what you're talking about, it's just really sort of, like you were saying before, a cultural thing. Like it's just, the technology is there, it's just the understanding that needs to be embraced more.
Yeah, and I don't think there's, and it's the ability to allow the government to be able to manage these devices, again, from that single pane of glass across the entire enterprise. They would get full spectrum visibility over all these devices, and again, how they're configured, how they're managed, what applications are on there, and so forth. In terms of a killer app, I don't know that there's one killer app. I think there are many killer apps, and it's anything that improves the customer end user experience to the point where they say, yeah, this is really great.
Right.
Or something that enables the government employee to do their job and perform their mission in a way where they fundamentally acknowledge that, wow, that really made a difference. And it gets back to really the process and process management and process reengineering, and how do you take these mobile devices and create new business models, new operational models that are either customer facing or government employee enabling, to enable everybody to collaborate and do the mission of government.
Great. Paul, very interesting conversation. Thanks for joining us
Yeah,
today.
my pleasure.
For more of our videos, you can check out our YouTube channel, and for more information, you can check out FedScoop.com. I'm Greg Otto. Thanks for watching.